So the veil of superstition was thrown over them. It was deemed political or profitable to the few to deceive the many. That which should have been a simple record of fact was worked up into an allegory, where arose an esoteric doctrine for those initiated in the secrets of the temple, the deception, exoteric doctrine for the multitude, and was the priesthood. The damn it, these pictures are going too quick. That I it's really tough to compile a slideshow or I didn't label any of my pictures, but this is Spock. He's doing the Jewish Masonic grip of the lion's paw, and you've seen one of the former presidents before that. But the Illuminati did not disappear after the last century. They are still to be found in Germany. Blah blah blah. Formed queer sect of something of in the blah blah. Damn it, I can't talk. Anyways, they castrated themselves. They were insane. You know, they practiced all sorts of mystery beliefs of superstitions compiled into doctrines. That's the Baha'i symbol for the 9 religions that it controls. Damn, this shit is not in order. Um, these are the coded books where damn it, here's the tomb of Hiram Abiff, which was signed by the Masons and was believed to be the tomb of Jesus. And here is the Masons picture of the initiate as Jesus with the morning star. And the initiations, you know, they go back way before the medieval times and, you know, the Renaissance and stuff. But this depiction was made by Eliphas Levi, a socialist and an occultist. This next picture, we have a fez from the Nazis, which was a Masonic regalia. Is there a connection between Nazis and communists? I believe so. Here's John Wayne with his Masonic fez. Here's some more Nazis with their fez. The symbol, by the way, of there's not much on the background of it, but the killing of Christians. Here's from a Masonic book where it says, Albert Pike says that, damn it, it went too quick. Albert Pike says that the book, or it says that the Kabbalists are Satan. The 1,000 Points of Light, that's from an old card game. Here you see a Nazi symbol with a double cross. There's lots of celebrities and stuff that are used to, you know, they get famous not because they're good at what they do, but because they're Masons. I mean, it could be vice versa, but you never know. But, here's Bill Cosby with his Masonic fez and some movie, I can't remember the name. But, it's all part of, it's been taken over by the Weishaupt order, and the George Washington, he wrote a letter to a priest where he even said that it was being taken over by Illuminists. Here's an old cartoon showing the Nazis and the Soviets. I mean, damn it, these are going so quick. This is from an old book, but Illuminati, Illumination, you get the idea. But there on the left, you can see the Phrygian cap and the square. On the right, here's the obelisk where JFK was killed. Damn it, I need to make the duration of these longer. This is from Newsweek when Obama was inaugurated. I'm just going through all these pictures because I always put them in videos and never see anything about them. Just gonna have them there for background. That's from the head of John the Baptist. There's Michael Aquinas with Sammy Davis Jr. and the leader of the Satanic group. There's a Selassie. He's an order of the the Purple Garter, which is Queen of England. Here, somebody pointed out that the people are square; their faces are square, and that's a Mason thing where they're square people, square men. They become square ashlar. Here's the Thule Society, the Nazi Masonry, um, just the cover of an Illuminati book from eBay. Socialism is communism. This is an old Russian banner. Oh, here's the quote by George Bush about the 1,000 points of light, which he's referring to the initiates. They're all Kabbalists. They believe in the sun and the sun's 72 angels and blah blah blah. But it has to do with the Tetragrammaton and their secret word Jabelon, which is just another word for the Tetragrammaton. If you consult their books and dig into it, you'll see. But here the Roman numerals add up to 666 and 1,110. Oh, that's an old tombstone with the Masonic symbols. There you can clearly see the connection between the Satanism and the Order of the Eastern Star. That's Astaroth or Ishtar, the old deity of the pagans of Babylon. Damn it, I can't remember who that is, but I'm pretty sure he's like friends with the Art Bell dude or something. But the Masonic stuff is it's all it's perpetuated. Jay-Z's not the greatest rapper. I mean, did he join because of rapping, or was he a member already and they helped him gain his fame? But there's another depiction by Eliphas Levi, which is symbolic in many ways. Mercury, Venus, Mars. Here's the coffin with the acacia tree with the star, where the initiates reborn into the mysteries, reborn of fire. Here's the Masonic cipher, the Pigpen cipher. There's lots of buildings all over with the pyramids on the top, and that's most usually they're Mason buildings, the 13 steps. There's the coffin again, where the symbol for the Masonry reborn through fire with the acacia, reborn as Osiris. Here's an old representation of it was from the old William Cooper website. It showed I don't know if he made it, but it was showing the pyramidal structure of the order. Damn it, I can't see that. It's too small. There's Jabelon, the symbolic hand gestures of the Masons. There's damn it, I can't remember if that's from an anti-Mason book or pro-Mason book. But the Kabbalists were Luciferians. Here's their theosophical magazine, Lucifer, which was printed by Lucifer Publishing of the United Nations. But they believe in numbers and codes of the ancient scriptures. They thought it was encoded, and they search for damn it, I cannot read that. There's the cube of the Islam, which is just a symbol of the initiate, the ashlar. But the religions have all been converted into the universal religion, there's socialism. It says Fabian society, Fabian, the wolves in sheep's clothing. But the religions have all been converted into the worship of the brethren, the worship of the initiate. They're our saviors, they're our shepherds. But this is from Albert Pike's book. You notice how many crosses it talks about. Tom Hanks, he's probably an initiate. I wouldn't doubt it. But they consider us the vast multitude, which includes the ignorant, unthinking. Here you can, on her wrist, she has the red string of the Kabbalists. There's a couple other random pictures in here, but the secret societies are real and they're old, and the people are ashamed of their membership, or they take oaths saying that they can't speak about it, and they swear on blood that they won't speak about it. But they're all Kabbalists. They all worship the sun, and they all have these complex belief systems, which they believe is secret knowledge. That blah blah blah. But I mean, they really don't have any knowledge that we don't. I mean, you can look at their stuff, and there's not really anything that can help you out in the real world and real life. And some of the ancient stuff that they have is ancient and lacks understanding. But there you can see this 3 stages of disarmament for our country, which was in a diagram that William Cooper had in some 70-page thing that you had to buy back then. Here's a Nimrod Semiramis. That's Britney Spears' neck with Hebrew, because she's a Kabbalist. There's a picture in here somewhere with the red string on her. George Bush, he's a Brotherhood of the Skull and Bones, and he's carrying the Jewish Talmud or whatever. This is the meditation room at the I can't talk. United Nations, where same place where Lucifer Publishing is. There's an old symbol of Astarte, the keyhole, the with the moon. Damn it, that picture's in there twice. The double cross. The Nazis and their black sun, because to them there was 2 suns. One was good and one was evil. Here's Obama at an old priesthood ceremony. See, there's Paris Hilton with her a Kabbalist string on her wrist. There's the old notice how it has the pentagram above it. The Ark of the Covenant. And there's the more Kabbalist art. Here's a ring I found on eBay that says Zion, and it appears to be an Illuminati ring. Damn it, the pictures are mixed up. The other picture of it was supposed to be next. Damn it. I probably got to end the video because my girlfriend's home. Well, there's the Aquinas guy. He's wearing a psyops thing. He was part of the Temple of Set. There, see, it says Zion. It has all. Okay, so then there's this is from a Freemason book. You can see the title page, but it goes through and it has pictures of someone being hung, and then there's a couple other pictures, but the artwork is really interesting. It was on Google, but damn it, I can't read that. But it talks about the initiations and stuff, but there's clear evidence of brutality. Where the hell is that one where the guy gets hanged? Damn it, I don't think I put that on there. Oh, there it is. But that they're the ones who are, well, we don't know for sure, but all the symbols of the world government is always symbols that are keen to their kind. But all these people, you could do a background check on all these people, and most of them are members of some different order or another. That picture, damn it. The cipher is interesting because how many damn it, I lost my but here's some more murals of the Osiris coffins, the acacia, the symbols of the lodge. Damn it, that picture wasn't supposed to go in there. But they all got like weird star tattoos, and there's a picture from an old book that looks like Pinocchio, which I bet money that Disney got it from that. But there's Paris Hilton with the Kabbalist red string around her wrist, because they all buy into that because they think they can buy their way into knowing some kind of secret knowledge, but they don't actually learn anything, and they're all just corrupt, evil people. I had the unicorn in there because it's Damn it. Pictures are just scrolling way too quick. That's one of the ex-presidents in his Masonic regalia. They were all wanted their new world order so they could control us all. This is from Egypt, where the Masons had some kind of celebration on the New Year's, but it's really hard to find pictures of that. Supernaturalis. The carrying on of the serpent worship and the kundalini and chakras and all that is like pretty prominent in modern day belief systems. The Night of the Brazen Serpent. There's Harry S. Truman, which I'm pretty sure he's the one that signed us into the United Nations stuff in the 30s. Here's all the different groups associated with Masonry. I thought this was an interesting building in Boston. It's the library, but on the video game Grand Theft Auto, they have that same library, but the stars are on the bottom. Here's the oldest seal of the Vatican. It's a dragon, aka Lucifer. Here's an old tombstone with the number 666 on it. A Masonic tombstone. This is talking about how the seal of the United States was the Illuminati, and this was written in like 1938 by, there's the red Kabbalah string, written 1938 by the Rose Cross 68th Convocation of the Rosicrucian Order. This next picture is a skull, and it was like a ceremonial skull where they would drink wine for the 31st degree, I believe. But they're robbing us. You can see here, May 1st, 1933, Truman started taking the gold from the people. They outlawed the lawful money of the United States, which is gold, silver. But you can see the sun, the moon, and then it goes up to the star Sirius on the steps. But there's a bunch of these. They're called trestle boards. The sun and the moon, and then Sirius in the middle. The sun and the moon, and then Sirius in the middle pillar. The stairway to Jacob's ladder to the star Sirius, the Great White Lodge. And they're all like, they claim not to be Satanists, but Lucifer is Satan, and the connection is the dragon, of course, which they claim that there is no connection, but anybody that reads knows, or can put that together really simply. There's a lot of depictions. There's the sun and the moon, and the Pleiades, and all the symbols of the lodge and such. But the people that were members, I'm sure they're not all bad, but like the fact that they could hold an oath above their oath to the Constitution, and that's how this whole country has been destroyed, is it's wreaked some havoc on people. I can't remember which president that is. I think that's Roosevelt, but I think that guy in the cape's pretty weird. That was some Union station. Here, the sun and the moon, and the mural of Jesus or whatever. You can see the sun and the moon on the sides. That's from Morals and Dogma. Damn it, I can't read the thing. I don't know why I can't enlarge this thing while I'm narrating this stupid thing. That's in Israel. There's some weird ceremony where GW is burning a reef. That's an old antique picture of some secret society member lady who, those people are devoted. They're weird. This is from the Bohemian Grove. They were hanging some little black kid or something. But here you can see the Egyptian dualistic set in Horus. Damn it! And right here is an admission of Satan and Lucifer. Damn it! Maybe it's down more. That last one was from Albert Pike's book, but oh damn it! think I skipped over it somewhere and missed it. There's some more of the Pigpen writing, but there's a pirate one that has a second dot, which is interesting because I can't find any written stuff on that. There's Newt Gingrich, the Quabbalist. This next picture is a picture that Jordan Maxwell showed on his old website, where talking about British World Federation or whatever, and basically the world government is British ran, and British and the Vatican and Russia. This next picture is them. It's from an old encyclopedia of Masonry or something, I think. But their devotion to it's pretty intense, and they're all Masons and they're all screwing us with their bullshit. But I guess the video's over. But